Hello and welcome back to my Psychic Monotype of Pokemon Complex Crystal. In the last episode, we reached the basement here in Goldenrod, and we were just about to start tackling on the rest of the rockets around this area. And but I just realised before we do that, we are going to need to heal up, and I just realised that we're not going to be able to get out this way, are we? No. Yeah, we do need to heal. We'll just quickly heal, and then we'll get back into it, and we'll do that little puzzle down there, and then we'll start working our way back up and tackle some of the rocket's leaders, I guess. The sort of leaders. Is this? No, it's not this bird. This bird. Okay, so we've got a few battles here. So, I don't care if you're lost. So, if we take on the Rocket Grunt here, he starts off with a level 53 Sizzle. See, this is dangerous, because if I go into Alakazam here and he goes for a Bug-type move, okay, he Swords Dance. But we get the Fire Punch off, and we take out the Scizor in one hit, so that's pretty good. Good, and we defeat the Rocket Grunt in one go. That's comfortable, let's say. So then, again, we're just going to keep, we're just going to battle all these guys, I guess. Just to start off with, this is a level frickin' 52 Nidoking. We're going to go into Jinx, and hope he goes for Double Kick again. It is resisted. Oh no, it's not, it's normal. Well, Ice Punch here, it should be, not quite a one-hit KO, but Confusion will finish off the Nidoking. Next Pokemon is a Nidoqueen. This time we will go to Stara. And we will Surf. Oh, that's so close to a one-hit KO, but there we go. So we take out the Nidoqueen. And the final Pokemon is a Rhydon. We will stay in for the Rhydon. Surf is not an issue for us. And there we go. Cool. So our final Rocket Grunt here, he has a Lantern. So water electric, interesting. Is he going to go for a water move or an electric type move? We can't say. If he goes for electric, he went for a water type move, okay. I just realised that Thunder Punch is only normal against this, isn't it? And Reflect isn't going to do much. That does nothing to the Lantern. Interesting. What are we going to do? We got a Strength. So that takes him down to half. That takes him lower, and then Psybeam will finish off. So there we go. Take out the Lantern. Next Pokemon is the Blastoise, and we do not have an adequate sort of countermeasure for this. So we're going to Light Screen. It goes for the Bite, actually, which kind of sucks. But we do have, we should just be able to recover up this health. How much does Surf do? Surf does more. Of course he gets the crit. I was just about to say, as long as he doesn't get a crit, we'll be fine. And then it, of course, gets the crit. So, Light Screen falls. We Strength. And we can Strength again, and there we go, the Blastoise goes down, and we defeat the Rocket Grunt. So obviously, we now desperately need to heal up. But we should be fine once we get... Well, we've got a few more battles. We've got to face off, I think, a couple of burglars down there, if I remember correctly. We won't try and get all the items, just because this puzzle confuses me enough already. But anyway, we're going to take on this guy, evidently. So, Burglar Eddie, yeah. He's got an Arcanine to start off with. We will go into Starmie. And we'll Surf. That should... So, Eevee gets all the experience, grows to level 42, and wants to learn Take Down. Is Takedown better than Headbutt? Headbutt is base 70, Takedown's base 85. But Takedown is... Oh no, Takedown's accuracy might be base 85. Well, I'm going to say that he's probably going to have another Fire type. He does have another Fire type. Let's fly. Let's see how much fly does. Okay, that's not too bad. That is a quarter. One more. Ah, gets hit by the flamethrower, which is unfortunate. I'm going to go into EV here. I reckon quick attack should be a 2-hit. It is a 2-hit KO. And we defeat the Burglar Eddie there. So you hit switch 2 now, and that doesn't do anything. And then we hit switch 3. Sorry, switch 1. And that should... yeah, that opens up the path for us. With a couple of Pokemon fainted, it's always worth us travelling back. I know it's obviously tiresome having to go back and forth between the Pokemon Center and all this. Obviously, I could be using like healing items and stuff like this. But anyway, so 3, 2, 1. I'm going to assume that because he looks like another burglar, I'm going to assume he's going to have more fire types. So let's see. So Burglar Duncan, he sends out a Weezing, which is unfortunate because obviously we've brought in the one Pokemon on our team which does not have a Psychic type attack. Well, 2 Pokemon actually. I predicted the explosion. I went into what is my most physically bulky Pokemon, which is Girafarig. As you can see, it doesn't do much help against an exploding Weezing. Now you bring in the Magmar, of course. Now you bring in the Magmar. So we're going to Starmie here. Come on, Surf. Come on. Again with this sort of just like petering out just at the end to not finish them off. Final Pokemon is Electabuzz, and we don't actually have anything that is super effective here. So we're going to go into Jinx, and we are going to Ice Punch. And we can't survive, so Alakazam. Psychic. There we go. The Electabuzz goes down to our Alakazam, and we defeat Burglar Duncan. Once again, we have 2 of our Pokemon down, which sucks. We find a full heal. And again, we'll make the long... It's annoying. I mean, this area is particularly annoying just because it's so far from the Pokemon Center. You sort of have this long dungeon type, and obviously my Pokemon are under-leveled for this team, you know. We're facing off against Pokemon which are 10, 12 levels above us. But we can deal with that because generally, you know, that's generally what you have to do in a lot of these sort of hacks. And also just because we have type advantage and because we are trainer-leveled Pokemon as opposed to wild, you know, most of the time the Pokemon that they're using won't actually have the same, yeah, have a lot weaker stats than, say, if I had a level 55 Vileplume. And I should have Psychicked. I don't know why I was Fire Punching there. I should definitely have Psychicked. We will definitely Psychic this Victory Bell instead. And it's a one-hit KO, exactly. So anyway, so we defeat that. I'm going to hit that, which allows us to enter here. We find an Ultra Ball, and I can't be bothered to go back to the Pokemon Center, so we're going to heal up as much as we can, which is just that. That is awful, let's be honest. I mean, none of us have a Rock-type move, so we might as well sell that. Okay, so next, this person. So, Rocket Grunt, another only 2 Pokemon, starts off with the Fearow. I'm going to Surf. I'm going to see how much. Surf is a 2-hit KO. Goes for the Pursuit, but we didn't swap out, which is really good news for us. It brings in the Crobat. We can go to Jinx here. Ice Punch should be a 2-hit KO, and we get the Freeze just to ensure that we don't lose any health, which is really nice. Means that we can simply move on to the next trainer without having to worry about having to heal, which is always nice. Brings in the Muck, which is kind of annoying. Obviously, any of our other Pokemon would have been great at this point. So we'll bring in Jinx here. Goes for the acid armor. Interesting. That shouldn't help it against the confusion. Sludge is going to hurt. Mainly because he got the screech off, which is really bad. Next up is the wheezing. Again, we're going to stay in and we're going to predict an explosion. There's the explosion. Unfortunately, none of us can live in explosions, so unfortunately, we just sort of have to take it. So we're going to go into this. We are weakened, obviously, but I think we could defeat a Ledian. I'd like to think we could. Obviously, bug flying. Brings out the baton pass. So this is a +2 speed Ariados. Let's go into Xatu and fly. Fly should be 2-hit. Yeah, it's 2-hit KO. And we should also be able to take out the Sledian with fly as well. Boom. Sweet. So that allows us to go down here. We talk to you, who is the director. We get the card key. He just goes on to say, you know, blah, 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 that, you know, Team Rocket are going to use it they might use the radio tower as a transmitter and all this stuff. We get TM35, which is... I must say the TMs in this gem are pretty awful. Just my personal opinion, but I think they're pretty poor. And obviously, whilst in Crystal, which is obviously the version I'm playing, well, I'm playing Complex Crystal, but it's a hack of Crystal. And in Crystal version, you do get the move tutor, who allows you to who teaches you Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam, which are obviously the more accurate but less powerful versions of Fire Blast, Blizzard, and Thunder. But not having them as TMs is really annoying. Like in Gen 1, obviously, you had them as TMs, and they were really, really helpful. A Lickitung, interesting. It's probably just going to try and out-bulk us, which kind of sucks. But we put it at -3. We should be able to take it out now. And we can just quick attack. And boom. Eevee grows level 43. Next Pokemon is a Pupitar. Pupitar, which is Rock Ground, I think. I don't think it's got the Dark type yet, so it should be an easy defeat for Starmie. So we've still got a few more trainers to tackle here. We've got this Rocket Grunt who has a level 21 Ekans. I'm assuming, yeah, this trainer has not had her Pokemon changed, which kind of, at least I would assume so. An Ekans, an Oddish, an Ekans, a Gloom. Yeah, I don't think she's had her Pokemon changed. But now we've got the Team Rocket Fortress, who is a rocket executive. He sends out his first Pokemon, a Tyranitar, at level 57. So obviously, Rock, Dark, it's quadruply weak to fighting, but we have no fighting Pokemon on our team. Stara is easily the best bet here, but we hope that we can survive a Rock Slide, which we can do. Probably worth us just getting off the damage here. Goes for the Crunch, obviously. We want Speed. Speed is best for us here. We got a Thunder Punch because fire is resisted by the rock, I think. We get the Paralysis, which is really useful. And we go down to a Crunch, which is bad. We can Strength. Oh, of course, it's not very effective. I did not think that Poo should have gone to Giraffric there, but we do survive. And we defeat the Rocket Executive, who only had that one Pokemon, which was rather useful for us. So once again, let's go and heal, and then we will tackle the final 2 Rocket Executives in this area. And yeah. And then we should hopefully be able to finish off this whole side quest thing and actually be able to go straight to Blackthorn and probably not take on... We probably won't be able to take on... you know what I'm saying. You're probably not going to be able to take on Claire at the time, but anyway. It's not going to do a ghost type attack because there's no point. We should be faster. We are faster. Psychic takes out the Gengar, easy peasy. Next up is the Blossom, which is just pure grass. We're going to go into Jinx here, and we are going to Ice Punch away. And unfortunately, it wasn't a 2-hit KO, so obviously Blossom has some bulk on the on that side, on the special side. And then Kabutops, so we're talking Water, Rock. It's weak to Electric primarily is our big one, isn't it? Yeah. We don't have the massive grass weakness, which would be awesome, but we don't have it. Thunder Punch is, we get a crit hit just to be sure, and we take out her final Pokemon. So, do we take on this guy? I think we do, just because we can. We're gonna send in Starmie first. And yeah, we're gonna take him on. So, we're gonna take on the final trainer in this area, the Rocket Executive here. He starts off with the level 56 Arcanine. We made a very good choice in choosing Starmie here. His Arcanine does no bite, but Light Screen does cover the special side, which is what bite is working from. And we can recover up whatever health he deals out to us, which is really good. Starmie, grows to level 47. Next Pokemon is a Houndoom. So, very fast, but very brittle, is usually Houndoom. A Surf is almost going to get the knockout, but we get hit by the Crunch. The Crunch is obviously Stab. Does a huge amount of damage to us. But we can now go into Eevee here, and we can Quick Attack. We have priority. Quick Attack takes it out. Eevee grows to level 44. So, keep getting that level bonus. And then finally the Wheezing. Again, we worried about the explosion. I'm going to just try and take this guy out in one hit with the Psychic. We take him out in one hit with the Psychic. And we defeat the Rocket Executive. So, and he disbands He disbands Team Rocket, and we get a clear bell there. So we replace it with our radio tower. We dug that back. I heard that all sorts of Pokemon lived in Goldenrod in the past. Perhaps that bell has some connection to the Tin Tower in Ecruteak. Ah, that reminds me. I have heard Team Rocket whispering. Apparently something is going on at the Tin Tower. I have no idea what is happening, but you might look into it. Okay, so there is something going on in the Tin Tower in Ecruteak City. So we should probably observe that and work out what's going on. So we get TM11, which is Sunny Day, and that introduces potentially the final step in what might be my little strategy here, which is that I kind of want to run a weather team. I don't know why, but, you know, obviously I haven't done it yet throughout the entirety of all the various playthroughs I've done. And I kind of do. I just want to see what it would be like to try and run a weather team. And I think for this set, the best weather would actually be fire. And the reason for that is it bolsters the Fire Punch for Alakazam, which is really good. It allows Espeon to have excellent recovery in Morning Sun. And those are the two main reasons. And it also potentially allows us to obviously get single turn solar beams off, which is actually a half decent option for us with one of our Pokemon. I think Xatu learns Solar Beam potentially, and that would actually be pretty cool. So anyway, but seeing as we were told to visit the Tin Tower, and seeing as we don't really have, we've got a bit of time left at the end of this episode, I feel like we should go to the Tin Tower and see what's going on over here. So, I must ask you to leave. A momentous event has occurred. Ah, the sound of that clear bell. It's sublime. I've never heard so beautiful a sound before. That bell's chime is indicative of the bearer's soul. You may be able to make it through Tin Tower. Please, do go on. So, interesting. Obviously, this is completely new to me. I've never played through Crystal before, so this is interesting. I have no idea what's going to happen. So, legend has it that upon the emergence of a trainer who has the ability to touch the souls of Pokemon, a Pokemon will come forth to put that trainer to test at the Tin Tower. The legend has come true. The legendary Pokemon Suicune has arrived. We, the wise trio, shall test your worthiness to go inside. Okay, so we've got a trio of battles here. We're going to start off with Sage Garku, or whatever his name was there. And unfortunately, it looks like these trainers have not had their Pokemon changed because the levels are dramatically smaller than the previous set. So, sorry, I should have read that. But anyway, something about Entei, Suicune, and Raikou while they slept? Unbelievable. Legend has it that they cannot be seen while they sleep. Can you be trusted with the truth? I must ascertain your worthiness. So, Sage Massa wants to battle. He's also got a Noctowl, which goes to exactly the same level. And he's got a Jolteon this time. So, we're going to even. Okay. And we can quick attack, and Eevee defeats its evolution, which is quite nice. I will tell you the truth, he says. In the past, there were 2 9-tier towers here. The Brass Tower, which was said to awaken Pokemon, and the Tin Tower, where Pokemon were said to rest. The view from the tops of the towers must have been magnificent. At the time, an immense silver-coloured Pokemon was said to make its roost atop the Brass Tower. However, about 150 years ago, a lightning bolt struck one of the towers. It was engulfed in flames that raged for 3 days. A sudden downpour finally put out the blaze, and that is how the burned tower came to be. Let me see your power! So the final one, he's obviously going to have a Vaporeon, we would think. We can surf the Noctowl. We get a crit hit just to make that even swifter. And we'll Thunder Punch the Vaporeon. Down he goes. And we defeat Sage Koji. Are you the trainer who is awaited by the legendary Pokemon? I see. We, the Wise Trio, have been given the responsibility of protecting the legendary Pokemon. We are to allow passage only to those people who possess the power and soul of the truth. Please, do go on and enter the Tin Tower ahead. Suicune will put you to the test. So, rather than Ho-Oh, it looks like that the Tin Tower is actually the site of our battle with Suicune. So there we have it, Suicune, Raikou, and Entei. Raikou and Entei make their quick departure as Suicune approaches. So, a wild Suicune approaches. So, at level 40, so can we take this guy on? He goes for the Gust, interesting. Goes for the Rain Dance, so we can Surf. That is a huge amount of damage. And now, we're going to try and catch this, because we have the chance to. I am actually going to save here, because I don't think we have any useful. We don't have like a Thunder Wave or something like that. We don't have any status. I don't think we have any status imposing moves. But there we go. So we catch a Suicune. I think that's the first time. The Aurora Pokemon. This divine Pokemon blows around the world, always in search of a pure reservoir. So we won't give a nickname to Suicune, and there we go. You've seen. Awesome! Too awesome, even! I've never seen a battle that great. That was truly inspiring to see. Suicune was tough, but you were even more incredible, Mark. I heard Suicune's mystic power summons a rainbow-coloured Pokemon. Maybe, just maybe, what went on today will cause that Pokemon to appear. I'm going to study the legends more. Thanks for showing me that fantastic battle. Later, Mark. Interesting. So, according to legend, when the souls of Pokemon and humans commune, from the heavens descends a Pokemon of rainbow colours. Could it mean the legendary Pokemon are testing us humans? When the Brass Tower burned down, 3 nameless Pokemon were said to have perished. It was tragic. However, a rainbow-coloured Pokemon, in other words, Ho-Oh, descended from the sky and gave new life to the 3 Pokemon. They are Suicune, Entei and Raikou. That is what they say. The two towers are said to have been built to foster friendship and hope between Pokemon and people. That was 700 years ago, but the ideal still remains important today. So, as you can see, we can no longer climb the Tin Tower as we could in Gold and Silver. At least not for the moment. If I remember correctly then, I might have read something about the fact you have to have caught Raikou, Suicune and Entei in order to have the chance to do such a thing. So, the Tin Tower shook. A Pokemon must have returned to the top. And two towers, two Pokemon. But when one burned down, both Pokemon flew away, never to return. So there we go. We have completed that little side quest, and now we will fly. We have caught a Suicune, which is pretty cool. We will now fly to Blackthorn City. But first of all, I just want to try something. I just want to check one last thing. Just going to go to Goldenrod very quickly, and we're going to talk to the lady who rates how friendly your Pokemon are towards you. Because I want to see how close Eevee is. So, if you treat your Pokemon nicely, they will love you in return. Let me see your Eevee. It looks really happy. It must love you a lot. If I remember correctly, I think that means that we're close. Because it's like happiness points. I think there's a maximum of like 255, maybe. Similar to like EVs and stuff. And what's the other thing? I think you need 220 happiness in order to evolve the Pokemon. For happiness, you know, in order for a happiness evolution, it needs to be at like 220. And I think she says that once it reaches 200. So I think I'm close. I think I'm close. But anyway, so as you can see, we are now in Blackthorn City, and we have a battle to be done with Claire. So Claire, our gym leader, is waiting for you. However, it would be impossible for a run-of-the-mill trainer to win. So I think this is an excellent time to call this episode to an end. Obviously, in the next episode, we are going to be taking on Claire at the Blackthorn City gym, and we're going to be able to see if our team can handle up to her dragons, which will most likely be pretty high level. But we have Jinx, our ice type, to you know, hopefully put some real damage to those dragons, and yeah, we would certainly see what happens. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play of Pokemon Complex Crystal. I say Let's Play, also obviously mean our Psychic Monotype, and I hope you will join me on the next episode.